This is the D. I'm only strumming 3 strings. It's not really a strum, it's more like a stroke. I mean, just these 3. And you notice I'm resting here. The important here is to focus this hand in real close. If you're starting strumming, it's more of a gross movement. And right from the beginning, getting your hand focused close to the strings and just a little bit of movement here. And so here's the D. Lift up this finger, you get the G. Put it back down, it's the D. And here's the A. And this string 2, 3, and 4. I'm holding down with my first finger here. And your fingers might get sore after a while. Some people do this in the beginning. They put this other finger on here to give it a little bit of more strength. But it takes, your finger has to wear into that. And so, but this is the hard part, getting from here to here to here. Or getting from, that's the D to the A to the D. And then this is the G, G to the A to the G. That's hard too, D. Now the other chords we had, I call it the 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Here we go. Start again. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Little interjection here. When you say the 1 chord, what you're talking about is whatever key you're in. The 1 chord is built on the first degree of the scale, the 1 chord. So in the key of D, the first degree of the scale is the letter D, and the 4th degree of the scale of D is D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. That's 4. And 5 is A. D, E, F, G, A. So 1, 4, 5. However, if you have the 6, when you say the 6th chord, that's a chord built on the 6th degree of the scale. And if you say a 2 chord, that's a chord built on, you guessed it, the 2nd degree of the scale. And the 5 chord, as we said, is a chord based on the 5th degree of the scale. So just so you know what's going on. 1, 6, 2, 5, 1. Well, let's see. You've got to learn these chords. The B minor, easy enough, 1 finger. Hey, the E minor, easy enough, 1 finger. And the G, this is a different G than I showed you. The G that I showed you before, it had the first finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And here, 2nd string is open. So there's 3 open strings. And this is for the progression that goes with Latin. This is one of the most common chord progressions there is. So you'd have, before this first one, you'd have D, and then you'd have B minor, E minor, G, and back to D. And I should say, when you have this M here, you always say minor, B minor. If there's no anything following the letter, then it's major. So this is G major, but you don't say G major because it's understood. And again, what makes the difference between a major and a minor in the most overall general sense is between the do, re, mi. Between the do to the mi and the major is 2 whole steps. Do, re, mi. But in the minor, it's a step and a half. Do, re, mi. Simple as that. B minor, E minor, G. Well, just to remind you again, is when you do the strum or the stroke, that goes with your foot. Always goes with your foot. And the purpose of that is just to get such a a feeling of a steady kind of rhythm, the same kind of strings, the same strings you're playing all the time, 2, 3, and 4, and your foot is going tap, 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 tap. Now there's this other chord here, this E chord, and we're going to go back to here. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my body to me. Should be simple enough. You know what this chord is, and you know what this chord is. And remember, I'm only playing strings 2, 3, and 4. 2, 2, 3, and 4. And this, my body lies over the sea, on the word over the sea. My body lies over the ocean, kind of low notes. Oh, bring back my body to me. If it's too low, my body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my body to me. And look at this is. Let's see here. Well, I might as well start. What I wanted to do was to show you some of this here. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my body to me. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my body to me. So, you can do, these are, now you're doing this, or this. Now we were doing something with alternate basses, and if you want to throw an alternate bass on with this chord, my body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. Well, maybe we should skip the alternate bass for now and just repeat the same bass note. My body lies over the ocean. Now, what we'll do too in a little bit, we'll transpose this. And transposing it, we'll move it up to a higher key. When we move it up to a higher key, it would be this. My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My body lies over the ocean. So it's in a range of singing where you can sing it better. And here, we'll use the capo, and then you'll use these fingers the same way you used them down here, but you'll use them up here with the capo on it. But we'll do that. And remember, that's called transposing it. So instead of singing here with the do, do, here's the do, 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 do. Now we're gonna move the do up to here, up to here. Now we're gonna move the do up to here. Now the do is up to here. Now the do is up to here. My body lies over the ocean. Well, so one of the things a capo is used for is to change the register of the notes, meaning all the registers, they're all up here, or they're all down here, or they're all down here. Change the register of the notes so that it's easier to sing. And what you'll find is that some songs are better for you to sing in one key than another key. And we'll think more about that at a later time.